today. We are so grateful that you are here and we are excited for what you're about to see in today's presentation. My name is Lydia and I'm your host for tonight. I'm originally from Malaysia but coming to you live from Vancouver, Canada. Today, we are pulling back the curtain on the online world. For those of you who have always wanted to work for yourself and be your own boss, for those of you that have always wanted to know how to crack into the online space, and for those of you that are looking for a way to create another stream of income for yourself and your family, let me tell you that you are the right place at the right time. It is no accident that you are here, it is divine appointment. Today, we are going to introduce you to the most comprehensive online program that is out there. One that has literally been designed by the experts to help the everyday people like you and me to get up and running with our own successful online business. The best part of this is that what we are showing you today is a system that has been around for years, a system that has already helped thousands of people get up and running with their own online business. It is not new or untested, it simply works. I am so excited for each and every one of you here tonight, and I can see that there are already hundreds of you that are joining us live because not too long ago, I was sitting exactly where you are now. I used to be you. I was looking for a way to supplement our household income. I had zero experience working online, and in fact, I never even owned a business before. I was as green could be. But then I came across this program and everything changed. This is where I learned everything I needed. This is where I found a system that has already been built and has an entire tech team that runs it for me already. And this is where I found a mentorship community that not only trained me, but supported my personal and professional growth to become who I am today. And today, my reality has changed forever. I have been working online for 4 years now. When I became a single mom, I very quickly learned that my full time income was not sufficient to support my daughters and I. I had to take on multiple part time jobs in order to make ends meet. This kept me away from the home. It just did not feel right to be living life this way. I was determined to find a solution to get out of the cycle of working to pay the bills. Today, I am a proud, successful business owner. Now, you may ask, is this true? Is this for real? Is this legitimate? Well, let me tell you that the tax man is very happy with myself, with these lovely ladies here, and our community of online business owners because we pay far more taxes than we really want to. Today, I'm part of a community of mentors that helps others crack into the online space. That is why I am here tonight. So, what do we have in store for you? Well, tonight's presentation is actually going to be broken down into two parts. The first part will be an overview of our program. We will show you what specifically is going to help you and why this is so important. In a second, I will be introducing you to my counterparts, Agape and Ivan, who are going to walk you through this presentation. And then the second half of tonight's presentation is devoted to the users of this platform. If you have ever attended one of these live events, you will know that we like to get fresh new faces on here all the time so that you can hear straight from the source what kind of experience people are having on this platform. The advantage of having a huge user base like ours is that we are able to bring a constant stream of fresh users here for you. So it doesn't matter if you're here for the first time or the 10th time. I'm sure some of you have been here more than once. I'm guilty of that. I watched the webinar a few times before I took the next step. And you will see that every time there's a fresh face on here that's sharing their story and telling them how this program is working for them and what they are achieving. So now, as we get started, I would encourage you to get comfortable, perhaps get your favorite beverage, get a pen or pencil, get some paper, get a notepad. And while you watch this presentation tonight, I would encourage you to write down all the questions that you may have. And then I recommend that you take your questions back to the person who invited you for this webinar. You have their email, just click on reply and ask them their questions, and they will be more than happy to answer them for you. So now, without further ado, I'm going to turn the floor over to Agape and Ivan so that we can get you started. Agape and Ivan, the floor is yours.
Thanks for that introduction. What an amazing day it has been for me, and I hope for all of you out there too. My name is Agape, and I'm so excited to present this incredible program to you. Today, we're going to show you exactly how we have already helped thousands of people throughout the years to get up and running with their own successful online businesses and how we can help you to do the same. So as we get started here, get settled in, and if you want, write down your notes and your questions as we go along. Now, bear with me as I queue up my slides here, and let's get this going. You know, guys, with all the economic downturn that the world has experienced in the last 24 months, there has never been a better time to start an online business. Many of you are now shopping online. And so my question to you is, why aren't you making money online? I would say it's probably just because you need a little bit of help navigating this seemingly new concept. And that is exactly what tonight is all about. As a business coach, I strongly believe that one of the best gifts you could give anyone is to help them create their own business, a business that they can run by themselves to build their dream life. Now, tonight, in a nutshell, I will share with you how we have helped people. What we have here is a comprehensive program that has carefully been designed to work for the everyday person. And by comprehensive, I mean that it includes all the sales tools, the training, the system, the mentorship, and the right product mix for you to get plugged in so that you can start to build momentum in your business and start seeing results in the shortest time possible. Now, what I love about this is that it doesn't matter what kind of business background you have, or even if you have none at all, this can still absolutely work for you, just like it has for thousands of people before you. This is the exact same system that my husband and I have been using for the last 2.5 years that has allowed us to quit the corporate world to build a legacy for ourselves and our kids. I will now introduce my co-presenter who is going to assist me to explain how all of this works. I dare say, guys, you're in for a treat tonight. I'm going to bring on Ivan, who has been using this system for a few years now and is absolutely crushing it in the online space right now. So Ivan, why don't you come on here and tell us a little bit about yourself, and let's do this.
Absolutely. Thank you very much, Agape. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, wherever you're watching from. My name's Ivan. I live in the UK with my husband. My background, right, is financial services, and my partner's background is kind of travel and aviation. And back in 2019, we started, or we wanted to find a business that we could do that would fit into our lives, but also would give us a backup plan that would give us peace of mind and security. And bear in mind, this was before the pandemic. At that time, the main concern was around just generating that second stream of income, but also security as well, because I'd been made redundant from and lost my job several years earlier. Going through that was realistically, that's probably one of the hardest things I've ever had to go through, because you worry about so many things, like how are you going to be able to pay your mortgage, and are you going to be able to pay your mortgage, and how are you going to be able to maintain that standard of living? Not then forgetting about the fact, am I going to get a new job? And like I say, going through that was the hardest thing. But what it taught me was the need to not be dependent on one source of income, but also to not be dependent on somebody else. And it was those two things that made me think, you know what? The best way to overcome that challenge, to give me what I want, is to start my own business. And that's what led me to this business. So, and it's been the best decision that we ever made. Absolutely, hands down, because we get to travel the world whilst our business is working for us. All right. We get to just live our life, enjoy our life whilst this business works for us. And if you're looking to control your destiny and just start a business that you can run alongside whatever it is that you're doing, whether that's raising a family, holding a full-time job, you can absolutely do an online business at the same time, because that's exactly what we do. So you're in exactly the right place. So what I want to show you now is what we're going to cover in this webinar, right? And the answer is, we're going to show you how you can start your online business, but do it quickly, make as much money as possible using our systems, but also show you how anyone can do this, because literally anyone with no experience can do this and start to generate an income online. A big question that you probably got right now is, well, why online? Why is online where I should be looking to start a business? And the answer is, now more than ever, online is key, right? Surfing the internet, right? It's not new to lots of people. And, over the past few years, particularly with the pandemic, we've all been kind of at home, just surfing the internet, doing lots of different things. And imagine if you were earning money doing that. And that's why the businesses and the companies that are successful now is because they have cracked the online space. All right. And, the more companies that realize online is a way to go, what that basically means is humans are going to be removed from the equation. And what that actually means is people are going to lose their jobs. So now is absolutely the right time to get in the online space. And the internet is still dead young. It is absolutely still young. It still shocks me to this day that we are only talking 30 plus years of the internet. I can't remember when the internet wasn't around. I really can't, but it was. There was times when it was. And like I say, the Amazons, the eBays, the Apples, these are all multi-billion-dollar companies that have absolutely conquered the online space. So for me, it was kind of, I want a piece of that action. You're here right now. You must also want a piece of the action. Agape, I know you definitely do.
Oh, for sure. I definitely did. And I'm so glad I took that step, about 3 years ago now. I want you guys to look at the people on this slide. These are just some of the people in our community that have been using this system to create extra income for themselves and have gone ahead to quit their jobs, right? They had a backup plan, which then went ahead to become their main plan. And the reason I believe that they succeeded is because they were willing to do something they had never done before. They believed in themselves and they took action. I remember watching this same webinar 3 years ago and listening to some of them share their journeys. And I thought to myself, if they could do it, then I can do it too. Now, some of you may wonder, is this for me? But the question I ask you is, why not you? If you've been making purchases online, like I mentioned in the beginning, why shouldn't you be making money online too? If you're tired of going to a job that no longer brings you joy, or you're wondering how you're going to make ends meet, or, if you've even lost your job, then pay attention to this solution right in front of you. Now, this is definitely for you if you want to spend time with your family, if you want more money to be able to afford the luxuries of life that you desire. Now, this was 100% me. I knew that I had paid my dues, having worked corporate for about 20 years. I didn't want to buy a car on a loan or put my vacation through a credit card. And this is definitely for you if you want to be able to secure your future and not work over half your years in hopes of enjoying your life in your senior years. Now, imagine being able to do that from the safety and comfort of your own home. One of the biggest reasons I transitioned online was to be present in my kids' lives, as I had missed out on most of their growing milestones. Then recently, my son was diagnosed with a chronic illness, and I knew for sure that I couldn't let life happen to me anymore. I had to call the shots. And now I wake up, I go to bed feeling very much fulfilled because I was there for every single moment of their lives going forward, including building a solid relationship with my spouse. Having said all this, though, we must set some realistic expectations for you guys.
Absolutely. And it's a kind of bit of a reality check, guys, because this is not get rich quick, right? This is absolutely not get rich quick. So we are talking to you today about starting your own business. And, so this is not about picking up a lump of coal on the road and turning it into a diamond overnight. That's not what this is, all right? But what this is a business that absolutely delivers results, that is working for people all over the world, all right? And the main thing is it's a proven system. The only thing that's variable, the only variable in any of this is you.
There's tens of thousands of people using our system because it was built. Now, let me compare this to a really awesome sports car without gas. If you don't put gas in the engine, it just doesn't go anywhere. And you know what? Everyone has their own goals and priorities in life and for their business. And I'm sure those of you watching do too. Some people want to supplement their income by making an extra $500 a month. Other people want to replace their income totally by making $5,000 a month. Some people just want to travel the world, and some just want to build their dream home. I don't set those goals because it's not my business. It's your business, right? I have my own goals for my business, and I can confidently say to you that I achieve them every single month, right? Because I work hard at it. So like Ivan said, you're the only variable here. So are you willing to push yourselves out of your comfort zone? Are you willing to hold yourself accountable? Do you know what your goals are? These are questions to ponder. This is how a business owner actually succeeds. And these are some of the criteria that will dictate your success as well. We'll help you get there, right? But you're the one who has to decide where you're going with it. Our system is very simple, okay? So let's talk about how we can make this happen for you. Any business out there needs a solid foundation, just like building a house. There are fundamental steps that you need to take to ensure that that house doesn't come crumbling down 5 years from now. So same thing in business. There are 3 key pillars that are going to form the foundation of your online business. First and foremost, you have to have a product that people want. Naturally, you would need a system with which to introduce this product to people. Otherwise, how are they even going to know that you have that product, right? Well, then, of course, you'll have to find the right people to buy your product. Now, these are very easy to talk about in bullet points, but I tell you, there's a lot of training and a lot of research that has gone into how you can achieve these steps properly. So we're going to give you a glimpse of how our system helps you to actually tick these boxes, because as you can imagine, they work quite differently in the online world. So Ivan, why don't you start them off with pillar number 1?
Absolutely, no problem. So the first one we want to talk about is finding a product that people want. And the reality is, thanks to the internet, you can literally go on at any time of the day or night and buy whatever you want on your phone or your laptop or your iPad, whatever. And the companies that are the most successful in the modern world are the ones that have absolutely conquered the online space. But a part of the reason why they are so successful is because they use people like me, like you, potentially, to send traffic to their websites. And then when they go on and buy a product, they actually generate a commission. And you can see some of these on screen now. So the eBays, Amazons, Walmart, Best Buy, TripAdvisor, these are all companies, all right, that online marketers potentially join, all right, and they join their affiliate programs and get paid a commission when they send customers to their website. But the other side of that, or the next level of that, is the affiliate networks. And the way to think about these is, I think of it like a supermarket aisle. Think about you walking down this aisle with your trolley, and you decide which affiliate networks you want to join, like you would pick up items off the shelf, and you can see some of these on screen. You won't recognize the names. Please do not even worry about that. Neither did I when I started. Okay, but what is really important about this information you've seen on screen is the URL at the bottom. Because when you see URLs like that, when you've gone on the internet, it tends to mean that someone's getting paid a commission, all right, when they click through and buy something from those sites. and these are the types of programs that online marketers tend to start off with. But these types of programs don't pay the commissions that you can earn with our business.
And that's right, folks. I think that you've probably all noticed how many businesses have gone bankrupt over the last 24 years. Some of these businesses are retailers that we've gotten used to seeing around for decades, and we just assumed that they would always be around, right? And just like that, overnight, they disappeared from the planet forever. So it's important that you understand that not all retailers are created equally. And so now, as somebody plugging into one of these programs, you really want to make sure that you're finding a retailer that is stable and that has set up themselves so that they can go through tumultuous times like we have just come out from. And believe it or not, there are businesses out there that are doing just that. And you want to make sure that the ones you're picking are global, because if you're going to work online, then by definition, you're global. Now, here's another thing. Just as not all retailers are created equally, so too, not all the affiliate programs that are offered. Ultimately, you want to cut out the middleman and work directly with the retailer. But we also want to make sure that we're finding a retailer that has a very generous, very lucrative affiliate program that will pay you the most possible commission that you can find out there. And guess what? We have done that for you. We have found such a retailer and we will connect you with them. Now, let's talk about the next exciting pillar.
Absolutely. So this is about how we tell people about the product. And this is where 3 magic words come in: the sales funnel. So if you're like me, right, when you think about selling, you tend to think probably one of a couple of things. One is either having to bug family and friends and get them to buy something from you, or potentially going to put some kind of notice in a supermarket or an advert in a paper, or even go door to door down the street trying to sell your wares. And the reality is none of those approaches work in the modern world. They don't work now. And, so when you have a sales funnel that basically converts your leads into buyers automatically for you, which is what you get with this business, it becomes the most valuable tool in your business, hands down.
Oh, for sure. And what we're really describing here is how the internet has put the power back in the hands of the consumer. It's not about pushing anything on anybody these days or convincing anybody of anything. I mean, you can make a major purchase from your phone even before you get out of bed. But the way you do that is what we want to make sure you understand. Has anyone noticed that when you start to talk about a topic or an item that you're interested in, and then as soon as you open your phone and get on platforms like Facebook or Instagram, then that item suddenly pops up in front of you through an ad? Oh my gosh, this happens to me all the time, and it freaks my husband out. He's like, ah. But this is just what happens these days, right? These platforms are really good at basically laying out these trails of breadcrumbs for you to follow. And the technology that goes into that process is, my goodness, quite fascinating. Facebook or, YouTube, Instagram, they're providing businesses with a way to find the right people. Or as Ivan just said, attract the right people, right? So you don't have to go looking for anybody. They find you through this technology. And the beautiful thing about the sales funnel that we have set up with our system is that it is waiting for your leads at the end of that trail of breadcrumbs. So basically, they find you through the platform, and then your sales funnel, this beautiful automated system, engages these people on your behalf so that you don't have to do it yourself. Now, what does this all mean? It means that you get your time back. It means that you don't have to talk to every single lead in the hopes that you're going to convert them to a customer. And it means that you provide your customer with everything that they're looking for to make an informed decision in their own time. Now, this sequence happens 24/7, regardless of whether you're sitting in front of your computer or your phone. Your leads are getting the same standard of service all day long, and they're converting to become your customers. Don't you think that's such powerful stuff? Here, we're not working harder, we're working smarter. And that's what dictates success in the online space. When you have a system like this that's up and running, it's hard not to feel like you're printing your own money.
It's true. I mean, I've got a question for you. Would you trade £5 for £100? And I'm guessing everybody watching this right now would say yes, because why wouldn't you? And that's what a converting sales funnel actually can do for your business. So best analogy I can kind of come up with here probably is the lottery scratch card scenario. So imagine you go into a shop, you buy your lottery scratch card every week, you spend £5 on that. But every time you get a card for £5, it actually wins you £100. I mean, how incredible. I mean, how amazing would that be? And ultimately, when you run a business, making money is obviously the most important thing. So having a sales funnel that basically could convert every £5 into £100 for you basically makes it totally priceless. And as I said earlier, that's exactly what you get when you join this business.
For sure. And honestly, I can guarantee you that every single successful business online right now is using some sort of an automated sales funnel or system. And I can bet you that probably the number one reason why most people don't work online is because the sales funnel is just too much to take on by themselves. You've got to have the skill that it takes to build an automated system. And to be fair, most people don't have that skill. Besides that, you also need to have design experience and marketing experience, because whatever you put on today's social media just has to look good. It has to grab people's attention and hold their attention. Right now, so that's a whole other set of skills that you would need. And the average person, like I said, just doesn't have these skills in place. So this is exactly the problem that we wanted to take head on with our platform. And I must tell you, we have really nailed it. I know this based on the results that I see people getting every day who had no prior experience coming into our business. And the reason behind that is we've built the technology for you so that you don't have to figure it out. In fact, we've not only built it, we also manage it for you. We'll talk about all this more as we go on, but everything that we've talked about already, combined with the fact that we have this amazing training that shows you what quality traffic is, and also how your sales funnel can start to engage these leads and convert them to becoming paying customers. With what we have created for you, it is hard not to win. And this kind of thing is what saves people thousands of dollars in development and testing fees, and can also, of course, make you a massive income. But most importantly, it also helps you to avoid a whole lot of frustration in the process. And this brings me back to the whole time factor thing. Do you want to invest your critical time in figuring out something new in a totally new industry if you don't have to? That's a key question that you need to consider. So knowing that we've already built this system for you and that we will run it for you, it means that you can breathe easy on pillar number 2, and let's move on to pillar number 3 to wrap these up. All right?
Sure, yeah, okay. How do we find the right people who want to buy the product? And this is all about traffic, but not just any traffic, it has to be high quality traffic. Because there is no point, when you think about it, sending customers that are not really interested in what you're offering into your sales funnel. Because if you do, you're not going to get the desired outcome coming out the other end. So it kind of defeats the object of putting them in the sales funnel in the first place. You know, imagine if you think about this differently. If you imagine if you owned like a Ferrari garage, a Ferrari showroom, but the customers that kept coming into that Ferrari showroom were only interested in buying a Toyota or a Mini. You know, that wouldn't be great for you as a Ferrari showroom owner, because the people, you're not getting the quality customers that you want who are interested in your product. And when you advertise online, that's exactly the same thing. You want people to respond to your adverts. You want people that are interested, genuinely interested in what you've got to offer. And that equals high quality traffic, because in the online world, high quality traffic equals revenue equals money.
Oh, for sure. So in summary, here is what we're going to do for you. We're going to come up with the right offer for you to take to your market. We're going to give you the system that will present it for you. And we're going to teach you what high quality traffic is and how you can use it to build your business. And that ultimately is how a successful business owner generates revenue online. I'll also say this. If you're really going to be successful as a business person, you have to understand that you're really just helping people. You're providing simple solutions to the needs that you have identified. And my friends, that equals massive revenues. And we know that this works because, well, you're here. Whatever it was you were looking for online, maybe you were just scrolling aimlessly like I used to do on my social media feed. Maybe you were looking for solutions or answers. An ad popped up on your screen offering you a solution, and you decided to check it out. You registered on the website, and here you are attending this webinar. So find a need, provide a solution, and you will have a customer for life. And that is what we do here with our 3-step system. I've coached many people in the last few years, and universally, people just want 3 fundamental things: a flexible way to work, more money, and more time to spend with their loved ones. Guys, our system is the solution to those needs. I hope you're beginning to catch a glimpse of how our system will allow you to create a global business, not only to create massive revenues, but to help other people do the same.
So now you actually know, right, our system for success. And this is exactly the same system that people are using all over the world to achieve incredible online results. And you're going to hear from some of them later on. Now, you could do this on your own. Now you can, right? And you are more than welcome to do so. All right. And it's not impossible. All right. But there are 2 kind of issues with that. One is time, right? Because it will take countless hours to learn how. And the second is money, because it will cost you some serious cash to get set up. Right. And you can see some of those costs on screen now. These are just some of the basic setup costs. Can I just say right now, though, these are costs that you would need to pay out if you were doing it on your own, and it's already over 21K, right? But when you join our program, right, you don't do it on your own. So all that money, you don't need to pay out that money. You don't need to do that because you're going to plug into our online system. So what I'm basically saying is, don't reinvent the wheel, keep it simple, right? And do you know what? It's about leverage and about making what you have access work for you. And you have access to join our program. And what I'm saying to you is make that work. And in this climate, more than ever, that is so, so important. Don't you agree, Agape?
Oh, I agree 100%. And you know what, folks? Not only are you leveraging a system that has been around for years and has been used by tens of thousands of people already, you're leveraging the experience and knowledge of the people using that system. And that's huge, especially for those of you who have never owned a business before or done anything in the online space. If you could reach out to people that are already seeing success in this industry using our system and actually ask them some questions, obviously it's going to help you. Not to mention the fact that you could even just surround yourself with like-minded people who are just as excited and passionate as you are. You know, people who are trying the same things as you are, people who you can mastermind and strategize with, share ideas with, and learn from each other. That kind of community is definitely invaluable. There's an old African proverb that I absolutely love. It says, if you want to go fast, go alone. But if you want to go far, go together. I love that because our community has gone so far in such a short amount of time. And it is not because of me or Ivan or any one of the people you see on this panel today. It is because of all of us, as well as thousands of other people that you don't see here with us today. We've already gone out and done the product research for you. We've built the system for you. We continue to manage the system for you, and we upgrade the systems for you. We have the most comprehensive training there is out there, and we update this training regularly to keep you engaged and up to date with your business and our community. In short, we've created that secret sauce. Now you know everything you need to build a successful online business for yourself. So guys, there's just one question left to ask you.
Are you ready? All right. So are you ready? Step outside your comfort zone and just do things differently, you know, to finally achieve something different. If you are, then amazing, fantastic, because you are in exactly the right place. And we want to work with you. We want to partner with you. So tell you what, Agape, let's break this down for them one more time, please. Yeah.
So here is how it works. When you join us, when you join our team, here's what you're going to get. You'll get assigned a coach and a mentor. This is exactly why it doesn't matter if you've ever owned a business before. You will get access to probably the most supportive community that you've ever seen. And not because I'm part of it, but because it is true. You will meet other business owners from around the world and forge relationships that are sure to last. We also have weekly masterminds where we share knowledge, information, and strategies. You get to learn from leaders and high flyers in our community and know what works. You're also going to get our self-guided training site that is step by step, which makes it easy for you to follow at your own pace and fit into your lifestyle. And you're going to get access to our products, which is really critical because of the margin that our products provide. I mean, you could decide to sell facial cleansers, toothpaste, or any other lotion and potion all month long, but it boils down to the margins that you make on those products to actually make a profit big enough to pay your mortgage or your rent at the end of the month. And we have it all here, all in one place under one umbrella. A big reason that all this works out well so perfectly is our mentorship program. We get you plugged in right away, and we get on a one-on-one call with you to discuss your needs and how best you can start and build your own successful online business to achieve your goals. Remember, we said in the beginning, you're the only variable here. You get to decide where you go with this business, and we then help you achieve those goals. You're in business for yourself, but you're never by yourself. Your training and your mentorship never goes away. It stays with you for the entirety of your business. You will have, same as everyone else, the same 24/7 access to our training site, no matter where you live. All of the resources you need are in one central place for you to go get the answers you need at any time for the advancement of your business and to keep you up to date. Our training focuses on the single most effective marketing tool on the planet today, social media. And I'm sure you all will agree with me. We all know how much time we spend on social media. For many people, this was the only way to keep in touch with the outside world during the pandemic. Virtual meetups became the new norm. Now, while scrolling through social media, you may have seen some ads pop up on your screen. These ads belong to some of the businesses who survived the economic downturn during the pandemic, and that's because they were able to reach you in the safety of your own home from the comfort of their own homes. Their businesses continue to thrive because of social media. Now, that has been true for my own business too. My husband and I saw a huge surge in people needing our assistance to help them create a lasting business that could survive any economic turmoil. Now, I'm not saying that it's all going to be roses when you start your business. There's sure going to be challenges along the way, and you might have some of those days where you really don't believe in yourself. Now, when you have those days, that's when you're suddenly lifted up by those around you, your mentor and your coach. These guys have gone ahead of you. They've gone down that road, and they truly believe that you can come out on the other side. So they lift you up with encouragement, and they remind you that this feeling is only temporary. It is so amazing to be part of a community of like-minded people who are obsessed about your success, and you yourself can see how genuine it is. Our community is what sets us apart. Now, Ivan, let's get you back on here. I think it'll be cool for folks to hear about your experience in the beginning of building your business and how now you mentor and coach hundreds of people in our community.
Yeah, absolutely. So, I mean, I'm in the UK, you know, my mentor and coach, they're in Canada, but I'm now a coach and I kind of mentor people all over the world. And I love the fact that online brings us together. I love the fact that, you know, I can be talking to somebody in Malaysia and in Kenya and in Dubai or in Mumbai or in Canada. And, you know, I just love how easy that is made for them getting access to a coach and a mentor online like that. What that means is it gives them, because it gave me the confidence that I knew I was being guided by somebody that knew what they were doing. That gave me the confidence that I knew I was being guided by somebody who had my back. They traveled the road, they'd fallen, they got up, they dusted themselves down so that I didn't have to. And I felt so reassured by that fact. Now, let me tell you again, because you are getting the exact system that every single person in our business community is absolutely using. So we provide you with all the systems, all the tools that you need to get up and running so that you don't have to go out and buy them yourself. You would, if you did have to, it cost you over 21 grand, but you don't, because we provide them all as part of our system. All right. You don't need to go out and do it yourself. Now, all the way through this, we have been promising to save you money, and that's exactly what we're going to do. So you can join our proven system now for a one-time fee, $149. It's not monthly, it's one-off. It is a no-brainer. It really is.
And I want you guys to focus on this phrase, one-time fee. That's probably the most important sentence of the whole night. We're not looking to sign you up to some cheesy subscription program. We're just looking for people who are willing to invest $149 in their future. And for any one of you who has ever considered starting a business, this is remarkably cheap. And the reason we're able to keep it this cheap is we leverage what we call volume buying. You're benefiting from the massive number of people that join us on a daily basis. So when you click on that button that says join our team, here's what happens. We'll send you an email. We want you to do this in your own time, when you're comfortable doing it. So the first link in the email is the most important one, because when you click on that, you're going to watch a series of training videos that are going to guide you through everything that Ivan and I talked about tonight, completely in depth. This is where we're going to introduce to you our amazing products. You're also going to find out how we make money. And let me tell you guys, you won't be able to stop, because we're going to also throw in some advanced strategies in there for growing your money even faster. Now, as you go through these videos, we also add you to our private community on Facebook, where you can start to meet with other business owners from around the world. You do this all at your own pace. You can watch the videos as many times as you like with whomever you want. And when you're ready, you go ahead and schedule that one-on-one call with a coach. This part is very exciting, because this is where your coach discusses with you how best you can start to work towards achieving those goals right away. Now, I must take a moment to talk about our core values: integrity, trust, and respect. These values are what sets us apart, and they're at the forefront of our diverse community. This system, along with our community, was designed with everybody in mind. It doesn't matter who you are. The only thing that matters here is if you believe in yourself. If you're ready to push yourself outside your comfort zone and try new things, if you will hold yourself accountable and be true to yourself and work constantly on your mindset, push through your self-limiting beliefs and barriers, then folks, we can help you open your world in ways you could never imagine. So guys, here it is, that chance of a lifetime. It doesn't matter where you live or whether you have experience or not. We will help you build a successful global online business. You do not need to have a business background or any technical skills. I tell you, our training is as step-by-step as it is very thorough in taking you from the ground up. We also help you avoid all mistakes that people make when they're trying to start something new, because we've done all the legwork for you. Now, here again are the faces of people in our community who took a chance with our system. Imagine for a moment not having to work for someone else again. They have been able to quit their jobs to focus on what truly matters for them. I mean, ask me. I have been boss-free for 18 months now, and I am living the life of my dreams. Now, we're not saying you should all jump on board and quit your jobs. You may be someone who loves your career and wants to do this on the side. That's amazing and absolutely great too. We're only sharing with you that most people absolutely love the freedom that comes with being their own boss. So if $149 could change your life in this way, wouldn't you think it was worth it? Now, Ivan, one more time, let's get you back on here to tell people what they can get or what they will get when they join us today, and how this is also a completely secure transaction.
Sure. Yeah, absolutely. So yes, the information, all the information, payment information that you submit through our website, fully encrypted, fully secure. So what does your one-time investment of $149 get you? Well, it gets you access to the products that pay the huge commissions that we've talked about. It gets you access to the training that's constantly being updated. It gets you a personal mentor and a coach. It gets you access to all the automated business systems. Now, these are the systems that have been, well, it would cost you over 20K to buy on your own, but you get them included in our program. But you know what, though? The goal, I think, with all of this, as great as all that other stuff is the fact that you get access to the proven system that automatically will convert your leads into buyers. All right. And it doesn't even stop there, actually, because you're going to get a personal website So even though this is a system, right, that's being used by thousands of people all over the world, when someone goes to your website, it's just about you. It is just about you. So this is your business. This is your business website. And I remember when I saw my website for the first time, it's the most amazing feeling. I loved it. And I actually want that feeling for all of you. I really do. It's so thrilling. But it actually gets even better. So if you move forward today, you pay $149, you're going to get 30 days to watch the coaching videos that Agape's mentioned. You can watch them over and over again, have a good look around the private community that you're going to get access to, meet, chat to people that have been doing this for years. And 30 days is a long time. You know, that's a long time that you get to have a good look around and make that decision as to whether this is right for you. And if it's not, you just have to your money back. It's as simple as that. The only caveat is that if you've had your coaching call at that point in time, it doesn't become refundable. And that's because a coach like me will get on the phone, we'll do a Zoom or whatever it may be, and figure out together, we'll spend time working out what the best strategy is to get you started, understanding what your goals are and where you're looking to take this business. So once we've invested our time in that and made that call, the money becomes non-refundable. All right. But the coaching videos that you're going to get access to, they explain the business, explain how we're going to make money. And I remember when I joined, I watched them so many times, particularly the commission video, because it's like you watch it and you kind of like, really? Because the earning potential is crazy. So you watch it again. And most people do. So I guess the final question I've got for you is, why are you here? What made you come here in the first place? For me and my husband, it was about we wanted certainty in our life. We didn't want to worry about the future. We didn't want to be ultimately working for somebody else for the rest of our lives, and we wanted to be in control of our destiny. And that is what starting an online business is about. Okay, being your own boss. And when you join this program and start your business, that's exactly what you can ultimately be. So you can't let this opportunity pass you by. So I'm probably going to say this. I'm going to say it for my last time, right? So successful people, right, take action. The question I've got for you is, are you ready to take action? If you are, then amazing, right? Push the button. This system, it has helped thousands and thousands of people all over the world, right? And you can now join that and find out all the information that you need to make a decision risk-free. You can't go wrong. You can't go wrong. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to turn it back to the other presenters so that you can hear from some of these awesome people that you can see at the bottom of the screen now. These are people that are actually running their business. So you're about to hear from them. For those that have taken action, that have pushed the button, congratulations. All right. And that's it. See you on the other side. See you later.
Oh my God, wasn't that amazing? Wasn't that presentation simply amazing? I get goosebumps every time I watch this presentation. I'm like, sign me up again. I'll do it over and over again in a heartbeat. Well, folks, just to emphasize what Agape and Ivan has shared with us, this 149 is a bargain of a lifetime. I literally, and all of us here, have an entire tech department working for our business that takes care of all the tech stuff so that I don't have to worry about it. These ladies do not have to worry about it. And I love that. At this point, I am running my business from my smartphone. Now, isn't that amazing? All of us are on our smartphones all the time. Wouldn't it be amazing to be making money from our smartphones? The smartphones cost a lot, wouldn't you say? So now that our presentation portion of tonight is over, this brings us to our presenters. All of these awesome people that you see here are the users of our system. Now, these people have generously given their time to come on here and share their experience. We have got representation from all over the globe. All right. And as these ladies share their stories, we hope that you will see some of yourself in one of them and that you will be able to see just what is possible. None of these people had to be here. So, first of all, I want to say thank you, thank you, thank you to all you lovely ladies for taking the time to be here. Some of you, it's wee hours in the morning for you, and I thank you for your time. And I'm so excited to hear what you're going to share with us. So, if you see any of these ladies drop off after they share, that is because it's very early in the morning for them and they need to catch their beauty sleep. So, without further ado, I'm going to get the ball rolling. I'm going to take you all the way to Southeast Asia, to the Philippines, and I will have our first presenter, Eden, to come on here and share with you. Eden, take yourself off mute and share your inspire us.
Hello, everyone. Good morning. I'm here in the Philippines, so it's good morning for me. I usually do this in New Jersey because I was living in New Jersey, and I always say good night, good evening. Now it's good morning, almost 9 o'clock. It's 8:51 here. It's my pleasure to be here, and yes, so excited to share this amazing business to everyone. You know, I found this business 2019, almost 4 years ago. Yes, June 2019 when I started this business. In the beginning, I was skeptical. I thought it's too good to be true, but God, you know, God always find ways to for us to if it's meant for us, it's meant for us. Because yes, I started seeing this when I was still in Canada, and I was working there. I was working full time as a cashier. I used to work as a caregiver in Taiwan, in Canada. I came to Canada as a live-in caregiver. And when I got married, I stopped the caregiving job because, of course, it's a live-in. So I have to now have family and take care of my family. So I work as a cashier, as a sales associates. And I've been seeing this and I was ignoring it because I'm contented with my life. I'm happy. I'm not looking for extra income. My husband is an IT professional. So I'm happy for what I am and what we have. We are not renting. We have a house in Canada. But my husband, he got relocated in New Jersey, in USA. So when he got relocated there, because he's an IT professional, I came with him with my entire family. I have two boys, and I of course cannot go back to my job. I am because it's Canada, USA is so far, right? So I have to stay home because I have two small kids, and because we cannot afford the childcare in New Jersey, it's too expensive. If I go work, it's not enough to pay the childcare, so I have no choice but stay home. And then yeah, this business keep popping up on my timeline. And though I'm skeptical, I said there's nothing to lose if I will try it. And yes, I want to earn from home. I want to help my husband. I want to do something while taking care of my kids. So yes, I watched this amazing webinar just like you guys. I was there in your position almost 4 years ago. I watched and I jumped in right away. I didn't wait to watch the live. I was watching the replay only. After registering, I just registered, and after watching, I jumped in. And it's just the best decision I ever made in my life. You know, I wish I did it sooner. I wish I was not skeptical, but it's normal for everyone. So I understand you guys if you are skeptical like me. But yes, this business changed my life. In just 2 weeks, I was up and running. The training is so easy. It's all in video format. So it's so easy to follow. And I have a mentor and coach to guide me that, if I'm lost, if I don't understand, they're there for me. I'm never alone. And yes, my biggest paydays in this business, honestly, it's more than a year of my previous salary. When I was working as a cashier, my biggest day is, yeah, it's 5 figures and US dollar. So it's unbelievable, but it's true, guys. Sky is the limit. I'm here now in the Philippines because I was able to purchase house and lot. It's worth 5 million peso, and I'm so excited to see. I didn't see it before, and I said, because my mom just told me that there's is a for sales, and I'm so happy that I have the cash and I paid it in cash. I didn't spend. I didn't owe a bank to pay. I was able to save money and to pay for that property, and I'm able also to pay down payment of our house in New Jersey. I was able to do that in just over a year of doing this business, guys. It's amazing. It's just it's a true blessing. And I was so shy when I was doing this business the first time when I was new, but now I developed so much personally. I have gained so much confidence. So guys, if you are someone that wants to achieve more in life, wants to live their life on their own terms, give yourself a chance. There's nothing to lose. The 149 is refundable. It's 30 days money back guarantee. And I'm sure once you learn about the business, you'll think yourself and you wish that, like me, you didn't waste any time. So that's it for me. Thank you so much for watching. God bless everyone.
Thank you, Eden. Thank you so much for sharing your testimony and inspiring us. Thank you for addressing skepticism. If those of you who are skeptical about what you have seen, Eden is a living proof of how this system really works, and it is legitimate. So I'm going to bring on our next presenter to you. I'm bringing you back to North America, and I'm going to turn over the floor to Ivy, who's coming to you live from California.
Hey everybody, my name is Ivy. I am a working mom of 3, and as mentioned, I live in California with my husband and our 3 daughters, ages 6, 9, and 13. Throughout the years, I've lived in various countries and worked in various industries. Before I got married, I actually worked as an international flight attendant in the United Arab Emirates, basically living out of my suitcase and traveling the world, which was an incredible experience, really fun. But, as I got married and started a family, my priorities changed completely. I traded my trolley for a stroller because I just knew I no longer wanted to be away from my family days on end. And I actually relocated to Singapore to be with my husband. There, I actually worked for a global recruitment company and worked my way up the corporate ladder and really invested my time and effort in building a name for myself, until I became part of the company's leadership team and was named head of operations for Asia Pacific, which was great and I enjoyed a lot. But as I grew in my career, my family grew too. And as my family grew, so did my desire to be as present as I can be as a mom and wife, because I felt like my kids were just growing up way too fast. So a few years later, we decided it was time to relocate once again, this time to the United States. And I decided to really prioritize my family because once again, we grew. We had our 3rd daughter, and I really wanted to be present for my kids. I wasn't really interested in a career anymore. All I looked for when we moved here was a job that would allow me to be present as a mom and a wife. And I'm really fortunate to have found exactly just that. And honestly, while I'm truly lucky and I enjoy my job, I felt there was something missing. At some point, I felt like the learning ended, the growth ended, and I wasn't really maximizing my full potential. I felt like I kind of lost me and just became mom and wife. And, I felt like I needed to do more for me, but I wasn't sure what I could do without having to sacrifice that quality time with my family. So one day I was on Facebook browsing, like many of us on here. I came across an ad, and it talked about an online business that had flexible working hours and one that anyone could do without experience, without having to sell anything or bug people. And I always wanted to start a business, but I never knew what to do or where to start. And so I decided to watch this very same webinar. I did my research, I asked questions, I learned everything I could about it, and then, it hit me. It was a business that I could do while continuously learning and growing, something that could help me fast track my road to reaching my goals and retiring early which I'd never be able to do just working a 9-to-5 job. It's a source of income I could build while still working my full-time job, one that I could work on at my own time and pace, which, as a mother for me is usually when my kids are sleeping, or I'm at the pickup line at school, or waiting for them to finish swimming class, ballet class. They have so many extracurricular activities. And as a mother, I spend so much time waiting. So I like to use those little pockets of time to actually work on my business instead of just sitting there mindlessly scrolling through social media. It's a business I could build without having to sacrifice quality time with my family because it runs 24/7. It's backed up by automation, technology. It has a global reach and unlimited earning potential, earning from multiple streams of income. So personally, I started the business about 3 years ago. And more than just the financial rewards, honestly, the personal growth and development is truly like no other. You're constantly learning and upgrading your skills, and every day you get to wake up and help other people and really do something that you love. I've had multiple 4-figure paydays. I've made a gazillion friends from all over the world. And most importantly, I feel like me again. I feel like I'm maximizing my potential. I feel challenged and scared and excited at the same time. I feel happy and fulfilled and fueled every day to wake up with such a strong purpose to help other moms feel like they can be more than just mom while still being mom. Best part of that is that I could do all of that from the comfort of my couch or my bed and my PJs, with my kids snuggled up right next to me in my car on vacation, instead of actually having to physically leave my house to work a part-time job or to do overtime hours. So I guess what I want you to think about as you're watching this webinar is we work so hard and spend so many hours working on our jobs when in fact our children can't inherit our jobs when we die, right? The best thing to do is build a business and pass it on and create generational wealth, which really just starts with one risk taker. You could be the risk taker that makes change happen for your children and secure your family's future for years to come. My children, their children, and their children will benefit from the leap of faith that I took 3 years ago when I decided to push myself outside of that comfort zone and start my own business. So yeah, if you are looking to find ways to supplement your income or build something that could potentially even replace your main source of income, something bigger, better, and brighter, you are at the right place. I'll see you on the inside, guys.
Thank you so much, Ivy. That was amazing. I'm so glad you touched on the flexibility of the business and the personal growth and personal development. And finally, great things happen outside of our comfort zone. We can't be doing the same things every day and expect different results. So thank you so much for sharing. Our next presenter, I'm taking you to Alberta, Canada, and we're going to have Aderonke share her story and inspire us.
Okay, hello everyone. My name is Aderonke and I'm live from Alberta in Canada, and I'm originally from Nigeria. So today will be my second time I'll be on the webinar. So I actually started last year, June. So my presentation today is actually for everyone who is under my voice and to all my fellow immigrants, who are here for greener pastures, and to all my fellow Africans in diaspora. Today, I want to share with you how my life has been transformed because of this amazing online business. I would like to mention to all who think that, online businesses are all scams or maybe they are not real. I tell people that it's okay to be skeptical because we are all human beings. And it is very easy, to get caught up in the fear of scams when it comes to, online business, or probably you have been scammed before in the past. I totally understand. I know it is, very understandable to be hesitant about starting your own online business. But the reality is, there are still many legitimate opportunities out there that can keep you, that can help you to achieve your goals. However, it is very important, to remember that not online businesses are all scams. I tell people who cares to know that, do your own due diligence and take time to find the right opportunity for you. So, having said that, among all the online businesses that are real and that are legit, here is one of them, because we file our taxes and then we register our businesses too. I personally, I've already received my tax slip and I've already registered my business in Alberta with Akbata Corporation. I said that I started this business last year, and this will be my second time I'll be here to share how this amazing opportunity has changed my life and my entire family. So first, this business has really given me the opportunity, to generate another streams of income. As a nurse, I've been nursing for over 4 or 5 years now. So my income was only limited to my hourly wage and the hours that I worked. So that means that if I don't go to work, I will not be paid. So this has allowed me to earn passive income, just from the comfort of my home, and also increase my overall earnings without having to work more hours as a nurse. Also, this business has given me the freedom, to stay with home with my kids, which is, what I've been looking for, because my kids are just three, they are 3 kids. I have 3 kids and they are just, 1 year apart and under the age of 10 years old. So you can imagine how busy, I will be as a nurse and trying to, juggle my career and my family life together. But with this business, I've been able to work from home. I've been able to set my own schedule. And then I've been there for my kids. I don't have to worry about, missing out some important moments or feel guilty for not being there for my family, because I remember that when I was still working as a when I was still picking up overnight shifts, 12-hour shifts, my kids would be crying that, oh, mom, you're leaving us again, because I was not there for them. Even when I can come back from my work, I'll be so tired. I'll just be sleeping all day. So it's so, I actually don't like the life that I was living then. But what will I do? I have to provide for the family. So lastly is, I am able to transit from being a full-time nurse to a casual position now, because this business is actually giving me more than what my nursing job is even providing for me. Like, I can save 4 times of my nursing income and be able to get it from this business. So, and that everyone that is into health professional will agree with me that nursing is a very demanding job, and it can be challenging, to balance work and their family life together. But thanks to this online business, it has provided me and is still providing me a additional source of income, and I'll be able to reduce my hours, at work, and then I'll be able to transit from a full-time nurse to a casual position, and then the flexibility and the time, to be able to focus on my business, while still working as a nurse, when needed. So because I'm casual. So in conclusion, I'm going to switch to my dialect, because I know that I have so many Nigerian people like speaking my language, Yoruba. They are here. So I'm going to switch to my dialect now. So ẹ̀yin èèyàn mi ní diaspora, ẹ jẹ́ kí a jára wa, ẹ jẹ́ ká bára wa sọ̀rọ̀. Ẹ wò ó, iṣẹ́ méjì iṣẹ́ mẹ́ta tá à ń ṣe ní every time yìí, ẹ wò ó, kò lè pay wa. Ṣé mọ̀ pé ara wa yìí náà, ara ló ń fàbọ̀ sí gbogbo iṣẹ́ tá à ń ṣe yìí. Gbogbo kókó jọjọ wa yìí, complain náà at the end of the day. So that pé, in fact, we are not even happy with our lifestyle, but we don't have any other option. But option ti wà fún wa. Nǹkan tí mo ṣe wá láti wá sọ̀rọ̀ lórí afẹ́fẹ́ nìyẹn, pé option ti wà fún wa. Gbogbo bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe feel náà lèmi náà ti feel tẹ́lẹ̀ in the last 1 year, until ṣe mọ̀ ìgbà tí ara mi bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ń kọ́ tó ń sọ pé ṣe mọ̀ kò sí ní bá ṣe ń ṣiṣẹ́ ètò náà, ara wa máa kọ́ náà ni. Ṣe mọ̀, I'm not even up to 40 years old, and then ara mi ti sọ fún mi pé nǹkan tí mò ń fara mi ṣe yìí ó ti ń pọ̀ jù. So my Naija people, this is coming from my heart, from the bottom of my heart. It is okay to be skeptical, but I tell people that if you don't try something different, you will never know if it is for you or not. You will never know if this is okay to try it out or not. If not, you try a lot of things in the past, like so many of us wants to try a side hustle and the rest like that, just not to depend on one income. But most of them, they are not real. I'm not saying that everything is not real, but so we okay, did you say everything that is online, they are all scams and deceive arawani. So not online businesses are scams. I mean, not in Robert Tele, not until I try this one out. So my brothers and sisters, this is a real and a legitimate business. As I've said, we file our taxes and then we'll also register our businesses. So I hope you have a change of thought, a change of mind. Just come and try it, and then you will see that we're real people like you. Thank you for listening, and then God bless you.
Thank you, Adenunke. See, this is an example of an individual who started the business to supplement her income, but in the end, the business has surpassed what she's been earning as a nurse, and she's been able to reduce her hours and spend more time with her family. So here's living proof that this business, this system works. Our next presenter, we are taking you all the way to Ireland. I would like to present Sidra, who's going to share her journey with us.
Hi, ladies and gentlemen. Assalamu alaikum. My name is Sidra Nawab. I'm a doctor by profession, mom of two beautiful children, and of course, a proud digital business owner. You must be wondering how a doctor can be a digital business owner. Yes, that's possible. That's very much possible. Anyways, I will tell you that I'm in Ireland for the last 7 years. Before that, I was in Saudi Arabia, and originally I'm from Lahore, Pakistan. So people do ask me every day that how I came into this business and why I came into the business. So we all know that things changed drastically 360 degrees when the pandemic came. I was working as a full-time doctor during the pandemic as well, but the things were so difficult. Like, I have a vulnerable child with Down syndrome, and when I was coming from work, I will leave my clothes and belongings and then go directly to the shower, will not see my child for a few weeks. And then, however, this lockdown happened like long, and then I said, people are working from home, why I'm not doing it? And I felt so guilty for, ignoring him and not meeting him. And of course, that was for his best interest, that I cannot hug him, I cannot cuddle him. So it was coming into my mind that I should have a plan B as well. My colleague was with me, and we both were discussing it one day. And we discussed for many days, and it came into our head, why not to open a restaurant? But again, opening a restaurant needed a lot of investment, bank loans, paperwork, and then thinking about the employees' sick leave and things like that. And again, one of my colleagues, she was also in health and safety, food health and safety, and she said, one person vomits and your business is gone. So then I said, that's not possible. So I was continuously checking something to work online, and then this business came in front of me. And when I explored it, I said, oh my God, that's the best business model that I need to do. However, at this time, what happened is that I still remember my sister, she passed away because of COVID in November 2020. And I still remember she was working until like 4 days before her death. But when I asked her, why don't you take rest? And she said to me that because higher authorities are coming for inspection in her school, she take off. And I wish she would be here. I would have given her this gift of the business. Sorry about that. I feel that everyone should have a plan. We are just numbers on our work. You replaced. No one is going to. They might, do that you are gone for 1 week and they will forget you. So that's why this unique business model, I would suggest, if you want to give a gift to any of your loved ones, do it. Of course, this is the best because I can. It's very visible. I don't have to go anywhere. Even with my full-time job, I can still run this business, and I can see my child work playing in front of me. The flexibility, the automation, its uniqueness, and the proven system. It has made this the best business opportunity and the best decision of my life I've ever made. I wish my sister would have watching me and she would be proud. Every day I get a lot of advice, support, and appreciation from my community as well as my business community, but the people around me because of this. And it's not only my professional growth, it's my, personal growth as well. And I know I'm building a legacy for my children as well. So without any hesitation, take the step and you will never regret. So be mindful that if anything happens, no one is going to, to be support you. So you have to take the step at your own. Thank you so much, everyone. I'm not in a position to talk more at the moment. Thank you so much. Over to Lydia.
Thank you, Sidra, for sharing your story. Our deepest condolences to you for the passing of your sister. Folks, this shows that our life is so short, so valuable. Are we working day in, day out to make someone else rich and happy? What about ourselves? So I hope that you think carefully and take the next step. You have nothing to lose but everything to gain. Check us out, hit that button and pay your 149 so that you can experience and live life on your terms. So our next presenter, I'm going to take you to Switzerland, and I'm going to bring Wenita up here to share her story and inspire us.
Hello, everyone. I hope everyone is doing great and safe. Oh my God, I was so emotional. I'm very, very emotional. I'm so happy to be in this community, honestly. I don't have even words. My name is Winta. I am originally from Eritrea and currently I live in Switzerland. I'm a mother of two beautiful kids. I am a secretary by profession and doing this successful business, digital online. Guys, if I can do it, you can do it also. Looking back 2 years ago, I was like you guys. I was looking an opportunity to spend a good quality time with my kids. As a single mother and single income, it was not easy in my life. I was looking an opportunity to have a good life for my kids and for myself too, as well as I was working 2 to 3 jobs, and then I couldn't even spend a quality time with my kids. God knows that He gave me this opportunity and He changed my life. And guess what, guys? I was like you. I was looking an opportunity to change my life and to change my dream. And I came across to one ad like you guys, and I saw this webinar. I paid the first time that I saw the webinar. I say that first of all, I say I couldn't even speak English. I'm a French speaker. Can I do this job? But I was not hesitated at all. I paid my 149. My life was completely changed. Since I was joining this business, oh my God, my spiritual life, my financial life, everything was changed. Let me tell you guys, I used to work 2, 3 jobs. Since I joined this business, I start to work only one job and this business, because you know why? This business gives me the opportunity and the freedom to work from my home. I can spend a quality time with my kids. I can travel. I can do whatever I want to do. So what you are expecting, guys? I know I was not even at the first time, at the beginning, I was not even confident if I can do it, this business. But honestly, thanks to the training site was very, very, very best. The way that my life changed, everything was best opportunity. I have a mentor, I have a coach, and they were helping me until now to do my business. So I want to say something to the people, because I'm originally from Eritrea. I'm a migrant also in the Switzerland. There is people like me. Maybe they are afraid to take this opportunity. So I want to speak in my language Tigrinya, if it is possible. سلام نخلاتكم إيرتراني حواتي زي سراح زي ناي بحكي زعود سراحي هيوتكم هيوت سدراهم كتكيرو تخلو سلازخونكم نز opportunity نتقاملو مخنياتو حدا سب هيوتو خير تخينو هيوت سدرو خير على سو انا ندحر لو معنتي كمزي لواتي قانقوا ندحر سيجيره هيوتي ندحر قيره اسخاتكم كمان كتقبرو تخليهم. So I really want to say that thank you for everything. Thank you for the people that you are supporting me. Thank you. God bless.
Amazing story, Wintan. Now, here is a person who put her fear aside, did not let her limitations of language stop her, and she went in with both feet, and look at her success right now. Thank you so much, Winter, for sharing your story and inspiring us. Our next presenter is Rose, and Rose is coming to you live from Alberta, Canada.
Good evening, everyone, and thank you so much for your time. My name is Rose, and when I started this business, it was because I was feeling like I was going to be forced out of the position I was holding as a forklift operator. Yep, I used to operate a forklift, and I was good at it. But after 15 years, the company decided that it was time for me to move on because they couldn't afford to pay me what I was actually worth. So as difficult as it was, I left. But at the same time, it was really hard to get my head wrapped around the concept of no longer being an employee. I'd worked my whole life. But with raising kids and having a variety of health issues with my husband, we didn't have a whole lot saved. And I thought, I need to do something that will build up our savings because retirement isn't really that far off on the horizon. And I tried a variety of different things online, and they didn't offer any kind of support, any kind of networking, so that you weren't connecting with other people. And there was no one behind me to help out if I had a question. I was left completely on my own. So I continued looking, and after trying, I guess 4 or 5 different things, I found this one. And honestly, it was immediately obvious just how different this was from everything else that I'd looked at, everything else that I'd tried, because I constantly have people that I can talk to. I have a massive resource in our training site that gives me all kinds of ideas on what to look for, what to avoid, that sort of thing. Just in this since the beginning of the year, I have been to Mexico to meet with 40 other people that were also part of this business. I've been able to, just a few weeks ago, bring my grandchildren to come and live with us because they themselves found themselves in a position where they needed help. And how could I say no? This business allowed me to do that and still continued working in the background. So yes, I was skeptical, can't even talk, when I first started this, but it has proven to me to be so much more than I ever dreamed of. The camaraderie, the meeting people from all over the world, sometimes on Zooms or, video chats like this one, and then the personal meetups make so much difference because you're talking to people who have the same like-mindedness, and you don't have to have any financial connectivity to them, and they're still willing to help you out. They're willing to provide alternatives to, if you tried something and it doesn't work, well, that's okay. We'll find something else that does. And it has just been such a beautiful journey. So I encourage anyone who is skeptical, at least do yourselves a favor and come in and have a look. Pay that $149. You have a full 30 days to decide for yourself if this is right or wrong for you. And give it a shot. Look at all the videos that will be provided once you pay your $149, and then from that point on, you choose if it's good for you, or maybe it's not good for you. It's not for everyone. But if you don't try it, if you don't have a look to really explore it thoroughly, you'll never know. I was pleasantly surprised, and I am so glad I did. Thank you so much, everyone, for your time and your patience. I wish you all a pleasant evening and be blessed in your life. I hope to see you on the inside. Thank you.
Thank you, Rose, for sharing. Thank you for emphasizing the community, the mentorship, the training and the support, and more importantly, the various types of people that you get to meet in doing this business. Thank you so much for sharing and inspiring us. Finally, our last presenter, not but least, is Udli. I said it right. From
Yes, you did.
Montreal. Thank you. From Montreal, Canada. Please come on here and inspire us.
All right, I'll try. Perfect. Hi, everyone. Bonjour tout le monde. Bonjour tout le monde. My name is Udli. I am a wife and the mom of 2 boys. So some of you may have seen my message when I was pregnant. So I had my second child, healthy and alive. So really blessed with that. I live in Montreal, Quebec, Canada. I'm a nurse by profession and, of course, an online business owner. So I got into this business a little over 2 years ago out of desperation. I was a mom for the first time, and essentially, I was at the end of my maternity leave. So that meant going back to that previous nursing job, which also meant early morning rushes to daycare, or just not even being able to see my child in the morning. Back then, I had only one child, right? And also, like not being able to pray with him. It also meant beating the traffic, going to work, exhausted, coming back home and having little to no energy left to actually take care of my child. So to me, it wasn't the vision of motherhood that I had and that I wanted. There's a verse that I really like in the Bible. In Proverbs 22, verse 6, it says, train up a child the way that he should go, so that when he grows older, he will not depart from it. So I really wanted to make that verse a reality, but I needed time in order to do that. So that's the reason why I started looking. I was looking online for work from home jobs, jobs that I could do at home, essentially. I wasn't necessarily looking for a business, right? But then I stumbled upon the message of a mom like me who was saying that she had tried the system and that was working for her. Of course, I was curious and I decided to actually hop on a workshop or a webinar exactly like you are doing. And I really felt like it was God's answer to my prayer, because back then I didn't know that I wanted to be my own boss or start my own online business. But ultimately, that's what I wanted, because I wanted something that would work around my children's schedule. I wanted to have time freedom, right? Financial, of course. I needed an income, right? We were 2 income earners with my husband, so I needed to continue to have an income. So being a stay-at-home mom for me was not an option. I didn't want that anyways, but some people accept it and it's fine as well. But for me, I felt like I needed to do something, but from home, and that would work around my children's schedule. So I found this opportunity at the right time, and like they say, the rest is history. So I would say that my experience has been a good one. It's been great. The training is really easy to follow, step by step. So I remember while my son was napping, I was just completing my training. I was up and running in a few weeks, and then after that, the system started to work for me. My most cherished days are, usually when, I'm doing an activity with my children or my child, my older one, and maybe we're outside playing at the park, and then I get a good news from my online business. I could be baking or cooking with them, and I get another great news. So the fact that so many parts are already done for me allows me to cut the tie between an earning and actually working or getting something, getting money, right? Or putting time and getting money. So I'm really, really grateful to have found the system. I'm also grateful to have found a community of other moms like me who are also like they're not thinking that I'm crazy for wanting to stay home with my child, earn from home, and being able to raise my child in my personal surrounding. There's no online business owners, there's no business owners. So to me it was really important to be surrounded by these people when there were ups and downs so that I could continue and carry on. And I can say that I've been really blessed by the friendships, and like they said, the other panelists, the fact that we can connect with other people around the globe. It is so true. And having the same in common, the same aspiration has been truly a blessing. And lastly, another thing that I really love about this business, other than of course the financial aspect, would be the fact that we are ultimately in the service, right? Business, serving others. And I think that as a Christian mom, this really feels like it makes my vision complete because I'm present for my child. I'm able to have intentional time to educate and raise him. I'm also able to earn, and I'm also able to, serve other people. So to me, it's just a perfect trial. So I would say if you are looking at this, I don't think that it is, a hazard. Je pense pas que c'est quelque chose qui arrive de même comme ça. Je pense sincèrement, comme moi, the same way that when I came in, I was looking for something, I was praying about it. Peut-être que c'est la même chose pour toi. Maybe it's the same thing for you. I would say, you know what, try to pay the fee and see if it is for you. You have a 30-day back guarantee. Vous avez 30 jours pour essayer. So I would say, you know what, you have nothing to lose. Vous avez absolument rien à perdre. Essayez et puis voyez si c'est pour vous. Try it and see if it is for you. I hope to see you on the inside. Bye-bye.
Thank you so much, Udli. That is perfect. Now, here's someone who has shown you the how this system is so flexible that you can do the things that mean the most to you, and your business is running in the background. So, this you have heard from everybody. They have said it so beautifully that this system works. It is legitimate. It has changed their lives, and they are living testimony of it. So, folks, this brings us to just about the completion of tonight's presentation. I hope that you have found this interesting and exciting. I hope that we have inspired you. I hope that we have motivated you. And more than anything else, I hope that we have opened your eyes up to what is possible and how accessible the online world can actually be with a little bit of help from the experts. So congratulations to each and every one of you that have clicked on that button and you have already paid your $149. I am so excited for each and every one of you. Congratulations again. Now, before we go, one last thing I want to mention is that we have seen that for some of you that have already paid, you may have paid with a different name than the one that you're using online. If this was you, please be sure to let your coach know both names that you have used. You will be getting an email from us to introduce you to your coach. And we would like you to let your coach know the two different names that you have used so that we can connect the dots and will make our job easier. Okay? So if you have used a different name from the name that you used to register online, please let your coach know. All right? Be sure to also friend your coach on Facebook so that we'll be able to connect you and get the job done for you. All right? So that's all for us. We are done for tonight. These first steps of paying the $149, watching those videos, and plugging into our community, these are the first steps in your journey that I can tell you from my own personal experience can change your life. I can't wait to hear about your success. I shall see you on the other side. Good night, everyone, and talk to you soon.